everybody, got another CZ EVO part for you today. Today I have the Shooter's Element flat trigger shoe. This is a pre-production prototype model. This is made out of aluminum. We'll do a quick installation and review on this. For installation, you're going to need your metric Allen wrenches because you're going to have to take the trigger pack apart again. So if you've done the HBI spring kit, this will be kind of familiar. We just need to drive out one extra roll pin to replace the shoe. Shooter's Element does include a new roll pin. So you'll need your 3mm Allen wrench to get this screw out. Do not use a ball socket end on that or you will strip it out. If you do strip it out, if you've got a pair of needle nose vice grips, you may be able to get in there and loosen it out. Mine has apparently had enough and stripped out, so I went to the vice grip method. Luckily, he sends a new screw for this very reason. Then you'll also need your 1.5 on the right hand side to remove the safety. Pull that out. And now your trigger pack can come out. So now that we have this trigger pack out, we'll need to just drive this roll pin out right here. I have a 3/32 punch. You're going to want to support the trigger pretty well, so you're just not, you're not forcing it around too much. You got a board here with a hole in it to receive the roll pin. Drive it out. Pull your old shoe off. Here's a comparison of the new versus old. So once you get your old trigger shoe removed, grab your new trigger shoe with the roll pin already started. Slip it on the protrusion. Make sure it's all the way back. And now the fun part is getting this roll pin started and in there. Kind of pushing the shoe forward to make sure that the holes line up and it goes through. There you go. Keep in mind, you may see some grind marks on this. This is a prototype, so I had to fit it a little bit, but it's in there. So let's put the gun back together. The replacement screw uses a 2.5mm Allen wrench. Just go slow to make sure you have it started correctly, because it doesn't have the little starter protrusion on it. Doesn't have to be super tight. You can put Loctite on it if you want. Insert your safety. As before, you might have to bend up the trigger pack on this side a little bit with the nose pliers to get that seated in there. Make sure it clicks. Now reinstall the right hand side. And there you have it. The production models will be offered in black and red. Let's put this in the gun and function check. I have pretty short fingers and I can still get pretty good purchase on there. I'm right about in the middle of my trigger finger there, so that's pretty good. Reset works. well, there you have it. I put around 100 rounds through this. No issues. There really shouldn't be any issues because it's just a shoe. We're not changing any of the angle of the trigger or anything like we saw in the video where we did put the tape measure behind it. I kind of like the feel of a flat trigger a little better. Obviously it's further forward, but even with my shorter fingers I have no problem reaching it. So some of you may be asking, what's the point of the trigger shoe? The factory one works just fine. Well, if you do an SBR, you need to get US parts count up. We won't get into discussion about whether or not SBRs apply because the ATF changes their mind all the time. Anyways, if you need a trigger shoe, because that counts, so for 40 or 50 bucks you've got an aluminum one, red or black, marked USA on the side. Thanks again Shooter's Element for sending out this prototype trigger for us to evaluate and review. I'll put all of his pertinence in the description below. Thanks again for watching, everybody.